spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. The London Black Knights taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the London Black Knights. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown Colts. Travis Etienne with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 20! Touchdown! A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Jones goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Jones now throwing on first down. Wright's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, it's caught. Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the option, here's Etienne, finding space at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jones on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack on first down, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Jackson on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he'll get that underneath Etienne. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson throwing left side. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Black Knights take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Etienne on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones, complete to right. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Pretty nifty spin move there early. That got him free for a second, but in the end, that's a net of 3 yards.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown Colts. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 10 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed, I think. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It fights him off. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
High throw, but the catch is made. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.